MooMoo is a 51.43 and BreadPan is a 56.10. Again, that's definitely an amount of time that MooMoo could lose if things go wrong.
Okay, first, how much gold is in this first pile? 9 for MooMoo, 6 for BreadPan. MooMoo wins.
If
This
only
match is
the
his.
screens were flipped, I would have liked that gold number more.
Oh. Hey, this is a PG stream.
It is a PG stream. But I didn't actually say the number, so it's not my fault. Although, I should mention how they managed to dig the gold so quickly without stopping. You jump. Jumping is the key to everything in Shovel Knight.
Yeah, you want to go fast? Jump.
Yeah. You can move while attacking. I think you can straight up cancel ground attacks with jumps, or is it the other way around?
Something like that.
No, you can't cancel jumps with attacks. You can cancel attacks with jumps.
Something like that. I don't know. When you're in the air, you accelerate instantly, and when you're in the air, the shovel does not slow you down. And then when you jump, you cancel your shovel attack animation and can attack again. Jumping is the best.
Yeah. Doesn't mean we're gonna be just bunny hopping basically all the time, but jumping's pretty neat. We see BreadPan taking a rather weird approach to Dirt Mountain there.
Yeah, he got stuck a little bit. Sometimes if your timing's just a little bit off, then you find yourself jumping instead of swinging.
Yeah.
Like,
also, the entrance from above. I'd never seen that.
I don't know, BreadPan does what BreadPan does.
That is true.
Like, he's unorthodox, but he's effective.
Yeah, again, we said this earlier, BreadPan is like, I think second right now in Plague, so does know a lot. Not going for bubble wrap though.
Yeah, MooMoo set up the bubble wrap. He made the dragon move forward twice so the bubbles would be in the right place, so he could pogo off of them off the top of the screen, wrap around, and just kind of skip a couple of rooms. It's a trick that takes a lot of practice, and I don't think BreadPan has practiced it. He's going with a more comfortable strat.
Absolutely. It's like, it was definitely really jarring when I tried learning this game for a little bit before deciding I just didn't like it that much. Between Plague's wrap and Shovel's wrap, it's just so different. That wrap
Yeah, Plague practically gets it for free.
Yeah, but that wrap is really crazy with Shovel. Also, we kind of just talked over Black Knight dying.
A lot of shovel cancel there.
Yeah, using the shovel cancel method we mentioned earlier, you can basically just lock Black Knight in the corner without any chance of escape. I mean, chance of escape if you mess it up, but if you have your rhythm right, no chance of escape.
MooMoo didn't get anyone at Village. His run is cursed now.
Oh no, double no one.
Nobody came to see these two. Forever alone.
Hello, darkness. Oh, nice jump there, MooMoo.
Okay, yeah, so what MooMoo did there was called a gentle hop. If you do a shovel swing right at the screen transition, you can get slightly extra height in the jump, which allows you to make it to this ledge. Ooh, BreadPan missed it.
Damn it. Okay. BreadPan.
Anyway, so Pridemore is probably the easiest stage you will see in this run. Like, even easier than Plains. These rats can get in your way. But for the most part, you jump over things, you pogo things. Not a lot gets in your way. Quick bit with this chandelier room, low jumps.
Yeah. Is making a joke about how Pridemore is harder for BreadPan because he's never seen any of the game past Plague a valid joke to make during a shovel run? That's the only thing.
I don't know. BreadPan gets a lot of flack.
Yeah. Honestly, my reset habits are just as bad, and if not worse sometimes.
Oh, is MooMoo going for dad strats? Went for dad strats. Nice. So those unicorns, you can get through them without stopping by just hitting them with a shovel and going right through. way back in the day, people actually used to take a damage boost to get past that until S Diesel came up with a strat to just hit the thing.
Turns out using your shovel is a pretty good idea in this game. Who would have thought? But speaking of hitting stuff, MooMoo's about to come up to the first fight with an Order of No Quarter Knight. We have King Knight, who, yeah, this is a really crazy fight to watch done well, and MooMoo did it really well.
Yeah, MooMoo went for the optimal fight there. There's a slightly safer strat where you stay on the ground a little more and shovel that way. It's easier to hit King Knight that way, but it's a little slower. BreadPan is not pogoing off of Queen Knight.
Still had a pretty good fight.
Oh yeah, that was a great fight. By the way, you might have noticed that BreadPan's sprites are a little bit different. He's using body swap, so he's got a female Shovel Knight against a female quarter.
Yeah.
Female order.
I think the only knights that actually change name are King Knight goes to Queen Knight, and I think the Enchantress becomes the Enchanter. But the Enchanter is... I don't like him. It's really interesting, actually, to see what people like. Like, for example, I really like Body Swap Mole is my favorite. But, we're not going to see Mole for a while.
Yeah, Mole Knight's normally third in any percent, but since this is low percent, it's optimized for map movement.
Yeah, do 5th. So, even after this stage, where we're not even going to see Mole, we're going to see Spectre at the end of this stage. It's still going to be wild, but... so we can talk about Spectre, actually, because that's what's happening. This stage is... I need to find some good words to describe this stage.
This stage can be kind of scary. I mean,
that's a good
it's dark and it's froggy.
It is. There are
really the frogs are what you should be afraid of.
There are frogs. There are spikes. Two not good things. I don't know. Some people like spikes, I guess.
I'm kind of glad Speed Frog's. I'm glad Speed Frog's not in chat to call me out right now.
Yeah.
Does MooMoo go for the health? Yes.
Yeah, that's a good health to get. It's kind of a quick one to grab, and this is a stage where you can take a lot of damage because, again, in the dark.
Yeah, this stage can sometimes hurt a bit, especially if frogs give you bad RNG. I don't think either of these runners are likely to take a death. Although this last dark room is a likely place for it, and it's a good thing MooMoo grabbed the checkpoint.
Yep.
We did actually have a race where somebody skipped that checkpoint and then died in this room. Don't skip that checkpoint.
Yeah, I remember during Plague, I always grabbed that checkpoint. During the tournament, at least. Not in every run, of course.
Alright, so we got Spectre coming up. The important bit here is that Spectre basically has two side throws. The first one is always opposite side of the map. So MooMoo's gonna do shovel cancels there to do a lot of damage. But then the second side throw is random which side of the map. And MooMoo did not get the coin toss. He wanted it to be same side.
Yeah.
Now, the backup's not too bad, as long as you can get it, but it's a little harder than just getting the coin flip. MooMoo got a good fight there despite the bad luck.
Absolutely. And, I see some trash talk going on in the chat.
Hey, runners, pay attention to your race. Especially you, BreadPan. I know you're listening. BreadPan gets the coin flip.
Yep.
Yeah, see, the site didn't even go back up. The coin flip is worth like 4 seconds, I believe. So there's a small bit to this dream that MooMoo's on. Take damage as quickly as possible so Shield Knight appears. But the skeletons do more damage when they raise their swords, so wait until their swords are raised. And then take the damage.
And with that, we're on to the next set of nights. The next stage in this set. The next stage we're going to, and the first stage in this set, there we go, is going to be the Explodatorium, which is the home of Plague Knight, which I've not shut up about.
Yeah. So, round 2 of the nights is when the game basically stops going easy on you. Explodatorium is a heck of a stage. It's got fire everywhere, and it hurts. So, MooMoo's trying to get through a couple of these rooms as fast as possible. Those elevators, they're on a cycle from the moment you enter this room, but a couple of rooms later, there are pots that are on a cycle from the moment the stage begins. And if you're optimal in your movement, you can get to the pots at the same cycle every time. MooMoo looks like he's about there. Mm-hmm. Ooh. I guess damage boost from the Chompy to be safe.
Oh, so that's one of the scariest looking things. There's like a little ledge on the side of pots that, like, if there's a pot that's directly next to a pit, you can run on a tiny bit of the platform next to the pot.
That's caused me a lot of freakouts.
Yeah, it's really scary looking, but it's not like you have to clip into the pot.
Ooh,
literally
slime!
Hold your direction. Yeah, that slime was rude.
Those slime balls! Slimes are almost as bad as frogs.
Yeah. The Alchemeister's not bad, though.
Yeah, the shovel canceled there is a little trickier than it looks. Alchemeister's hitbox from behind isn't very big, but MooMoo gets to it just fine. These fires are also on a global cycle from... Whoa, BreadPan, what are you doing? Alright, does MooMoo go for a ladder skip? There's a Chompy here that you can lure over to the right, up, and he gets it.
Yep. That's a really funny thing. The ladder is basically... you can grab onto it from that screen, or something like that. And the game's like, hey, you're on this screen now, and it scrolls up into a position where it wasn't really intended to go, but it works. And one of my favorite parts about this run compared to Plague, who's the boss we're about to fight, is that MooMoo gets to do a great thing. Oh, and BreadPan taking a death. But MooMoo gets to do a great thing here where he takes the dinner plate and doesn't have to have low damage entering this fight.
The other great thing is that since we're doing low percent, there's no chance at all that you're going to have Conjurer's Coat during this fight, so you're not taking extra damage from that either.
Yeah. And that was awesome Plague fight. Holy moly.
Oh, that was really good. Like, Plague Knight, oof, BreadPan.
I think BreadPan's trying to do the ladder thing and struggling a bit.
Ladder skip is a lot trickier than it looks.
Absolutely.
Like, if you don't have the exact right setup, Chompy is not going to cooperate. And then when Chompy's not cooperating, it's hard to recover it.
It's another one of those tricks where it's super hard with Shovel and tricky and stuff, but Plague just gets it for free. Okay, killing the Chompy and not getting the jump, just gonna go onto the next screen. Good idea. And speaking of jumping, don't get too jumpy because you're in the water a lot here in Iron Whale, and you fall really slow well in water, so if you need to move down and you keep jumping, you're not going to be moving down very fast. It's kind of interesting because with all the useful things that jumps can do in this game, you suddenly have a stage where you can be hindered greatly with just one mistimed jump. Really just kind of changes the run for a level, and I do go on record saying this is my favorite level in like each campaign.
Yeah, Iron Whale is a little bit of a, I'm trying to think of the right word for it. Let's just say like a little bit of a refresher after Explodatorium or Lost City.
Also, Witch Hat Plague, very important. Thank you.
Yes, so we didn't talk about the Plague fight. She tends to jump a lot, and like some of that is random. There's probably going to be one big jump and anywhere from 1 to 3 jumps. Looks like BreadPan had a decent fight.
I mean, did the fight, so did the fight first try, so it could not have been a horrible fight.
Yeah, Plague Knight is one of the toughest knights to fight, and if you're going to take a death against one of them, it'll probably be him or her. Them. Moo, you're scaring me a little. Right, Teethalon, 420 fish. So that thing takes 12 hits, and whoa, 1 cycle. He recovered it. 1 cycle is hard. If the fish don't cooperate, you're gonna struggle to get it.
Yeah. Getting it saves time because you don't have to wait for him to go across the screen, though. Messing up that little jump there.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, and BreadPan with the Lost City first.
Yeah, this is another way BreadPan's a little unorthodox. He's following the route that he takes in Plague Knight, which isn't optimal. Ooh. Yeah. Lost City's kind of hard.
Yeah, that part with the big beetle you just saw, I don't know about this first beetle, but I know there's one later in the stage that's skippable. You can skip the beetle. And the same thing happens in Plague Knight, however, with his movement, both of them are skippable. So BreadPan likes to get this stage out of the way before doing Iron Whale, just because those skips can kill runs in Plague Knight, and apparently that route carried over to Shovel of Hope. So we're seeing BreadPan do Lost City now. And
so
Moo's gonna be...
Yeah. Moo's going into treasure with a lot of health. There was actually some food before the missile room, which you might get if you're a little low, but Moo went into the fight with 3.5, and he's kind of just wrecking treasure, yeah.
Yeah, didn't go up to the ceiling, which, as I mentioned, you fall really slowly, so you don't want the boss to go up, because otherwise you can only get like 2 hits, and then you have to fall really slowly again. So that was really good for Moo. And, alright, BreadPan's now... Okay, that's scary.
He just bounced off the knight over the lava?
Yeah,
well, at least he got the checkpoint.
Yeah, at least he got the checkpoint. The thing about this game that makes it so scary is when it comes to this character whose movement is, like, really consistently just moving to a direction, I sometimes forget that you can do things that require letting go of the direction. Oh my god.
What is he? Jesus, BreadPan!
Jeez.
Don't pogo in that room! It's a trap!
I sometimes forget that not moving is an option, and I get really scared because I'm like, I'm gonna land right in this pit.
Alright, Moo is setting up the Beetle 1 skip, which is a little tight, but yeah, no problem.
Yep.
Like, once you get it, then you can do it consistently. It's just a little scary to learn.
BreadPan's trying to shovel cancel on this piece of slime, but keeps jumping on it. BreadPan, why just do the screen? There's a cycle on this screen with a certain platform. This one right here that I think BreadPan was trying to... Yeah, there we go.
So, does he get the 2 pogo? Oh, he made it. That jump is really hard. I think it's pixel perfect. If you're too early then or too late, then it's going to be 3 bounces. I can't see BreadPan going for Beetle 2 skip.
I don't think so. It's really another difficult one, just like Beetle 1.
Wait, is he? No, he
doing it?
He tried to get it. He just missed the shovel swing, and thankfully he didn't commit himself to death. The birds are not cooperating here. just go. Okay.
We're good.
Okay, let's see how Moo handles it. Oh boy, MooMoo's almost done with Lost City. BreadPan still has to do Iron Whale.
Yeah, this is a really big lead for MooMoo right now. BreadPan's had a lot of unfortunate things in this run.
And MooMoo is going for the proper Beetle 2 skip. That is super scary.
It looks like that. Not
yeah,
what
he
BreadPan
got it.
did at all. Gonna not get help before going into the fight. I think MooMoo would be good.
Yeah, 2.5 is plenty of health for Mole. Ideally, you're gonna get hit 2 times, maybe.
It's not a hard fight. You just have to make sure your shovel swings are right, and then you get in this corner and just start wrecking house.
Yeah, easy.
And yeah, so BreadPan is... We might see a little bit of BreadPan making progress while MooMoo is going through the second dream stage. We mentioned these dream stages exist. They appear once you finish a world of stages. So... we have another one here from MooMoo who's done with all 3.
Yeah, Dream 2 is interesting. You get a different set of minions attacking you. Yeah, MooMoo's going for the setup for the early catch. So, Shield Knight appears as soon as you lose all your health.
Oh.
Ooh, he missed! Yeah, but the dream disappears as soon as you touch her. Now, you can kill yourself in such a manner that you're at the top of the screen and just happen to catch her there. That saves a lot of time. MooMoo did not quite get it. BreadPan with the fast heal room.
And so now we're into the third world. This world is... I personally think these stages are probably harder than the final stages in the game. But, I don't know, some people might disagree with that. Starting off with Stranded Ship, which is a very mean stage with just a lot of mechanics, a lot of bombs in walls. That's something I remember from my casual playthrough. They put a lot of bombs in the walls.
Yeah, so World 2 stopped going easy on you, but World 3 goes all out. It's hard. And Stranded Ship is definitely one of those harder stages. Like, the ice physics, they're not going to get you too much. What's going to get you is all the spikes and the bottomless pits. And normally we would do this stage last in any percent. Yeah. So you'd be able to skip some of these rooms with Propeller Dagger, but without it, statues.
Statues are great. Yo, nice projectile from MooMoo. Back into the enemy. That's a fun achievement to do, is defeat an enemy with their own projectile. Shoutouts to nobody, because they've not done all feats yet.
BreadPan took a death in the Duck Knight missile room.
I didn't even notice that.
That Duck Knight gets in the way. In fact, Duck Knights are pretty good about getting in the way. Ooh. MooMoo didn't get the optimal damage boost in that Hammer Bro room. He also skips the checkpoint, which, if you're confident, yeah, you can go for it. For you newer runners, get the checkpoint. This room with the rainbow statue and the Hammer Bros is a lot harder than it looks.
Yeah. The previous race I commentated for this tournament was Kardacha and Mazimov, and that room, I think there was a lead change at some point involving that room. MooMoo's kind of low on health, though, so probably going to take the next checkpoint, if possible.
Yeah, that's kind of risky for MooMoo, because he's coming upon the final room, which is basically a whole lot of spikes, a whole lot of projectiles, and the projectiles themselves actually deal a full heart of damage. He could die in one hit here.
Yeah,
he's taking it slow.
Yeah, definitely a good idea. Oh, okay. Okay, MooMoo's good. We looked like BreadPan died early on in the treasure fight. Probably didn't take the dinner plate. But with full health now, probably not gonna have an issue with Treasure Knight.
Yeah, Treasure is like the second most dangerous boss. And, I mean, you'll probably beat her if you're on full health. But, Iron Whale typically doesn't leave you at full health for the fight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we didn't even mention Polar. He kind of goes down fast.
Yeah. There are spikes on the battlefield, which are kind of dangerous because those are insta-kill, but if you're careful, you won't have that problem.
Alright, coming up, Clockwork. This stage is pretty easy in any percent. It is a nightmare in low percent. So, let's start. Moo has to take a damage boost here. There's no way through this without taking that damage. So he's already hurting a bit. If he takes this room, careful! Oh boy! Those gears... Yeah, those gears do another full heart. So, you're not careful, you could be coming here at maybe 1 heart left. He's skipping the checkpoint?!
I mean, taking a dinner plate, I can see why MooMoo would do this.
I'd rather take the checkpoint than the dinner plate.
I mean, yeah, so would just about anyone, but we're not talking about any old anyone. We're talking about MooMoo here.
Oh boy, gets past the Duck Knight. That Duck Knight also deals a full heart. And the daggers are coming over, trying to knock you out of the air. And if you're not careful, you're gonna die here, just because daggers.
Is BreadPan's route just a copy of his plague route? Because we're seeing BreadPan.
Yes.
Okay. So, because we're seeing BreadPan and Flying Machine right now, which is usually what you do last. I can see why maybe a newer runner would want to do this stage first in World 3, though, because this stage is very difficult. I'd kind of say this is a notoriously difficult stage in the game. Like, this is a common pick for, like, one of the hardest, if not already the hardest. Flying Machine will just, like, absolutely destroy you if you're not, like, on the ball with your movement and everything, so it's definitely understandable why a runner would want to get it out of the way first. It's just, a lot of people surprisingly don't take safety like this in order to just get the optimized map movement. MooMoo, I know you're cool and all, but, like, could you please grab at least one checkpoint?
Yeah, like, it's not like the auto-scroller coming up is very dangerous, but when you do make a mistake, it's costly.
Yeah. Speaking of auto-scroller, oh, we're gonna have a double soon if BreadPan doesn't die quickly.
Well, triple Jawa coming up, so...
Yeah. So he may die shortly. May not, though, who knows? There's one down.
Yeah, he's taking the... Oof.
Okay.
Oh, they're trying to bully him.
Yeah. Double auto-scroller.
Alright, so one comment I have about Flying Machine, it is very difficult, but it's actually one of the few stages where the difficulty doesn't change much between any percent and low percent. So, like, if you've gotten used to it in any percent, you probably won't have difficulty in low percent.
MooMoo is pretty used to any percent.
Oh boy, Tinker Knight.
Oh boy, yeah. So, this fight is really interesting. He runs around very sporadically. In any percent, you get an upgrade in the stage called the Mobile Gear, which will one-shot this phase of the fight. But without that, you have to just try and follow him and run around.
BreadPan taking an intentional death to refresh his health. I don't think he felt comfortable trying to deal with rats.
Yeah. This phase is easier than the first phase for Tinker.
Yeah, in any percent, Tinker 1 is easy and Tinker 2 is hard, but in low percent, it's the other way around.
Yeah, there we go.
You can't get one, Moo.
Yeah, you're banned from getting them. Oh boy, wind tunnel.
Yeah, so I advise newer runners to just grab that checkpoint. You can skip it, but in Shovel Knight low percent, you're going to skip maybe half a cycle at best by skipping it. It's not worth it. That dirty rat!
That's why.
Yeah, good on BreadPan for... Oh. Oh.
Hang around the road.
Yeah, Flying Machine is really difficult.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Oh! BreadPan tried to go for the fast cycle in that room, but he backed out at the exact wrong moment.
Yeah.
By the way, you can jump up to that ledge with the wind going down.
Oh! That's BreadPan.
So, Flying Machine has had quite a few lead changes in races. I mean, usually it comes from missing a jump and falling to the screen below. But, like, death can happen too. BreadPan's taking it safe. Yeah, take it safe. Get through. And the rat cooperates. Alright, so this propeller fight's gonna get very interesting if BreadPan can do this strat. It's basically gonna look like jump, shovel swing, and a very... Oh, nope, he missed it. Yeah, so Propeller Knight does lunges in sets of 3, and you're generally trying to get 2 shovel swings per lunge. And then after taking about 8 hits, she will fly up.
And murder you.
Yeah. So BreadPan was going for 2 swings per lunge, 2 sets of lunges, and then after about 12 swings or so, pogo off of her as she goes up. Nope, he's doing the BreadPan angry strat. The quick kill is very difficult to get.
And there goes the fight. You think Moomoo will go for the quick kill?
Does Moomoo go for the quick kill? He will definitely go for it.
Why did I even have to ask? Will Moomoo go for the jump button?
Can we count laps? I think that's 2. Well, 2 falls.
That's the 3rd fall.
3! I'm sorry, Moomoo, I love you, but I'm counting.
Oh.
4.
4 laps is a mile.
5.
There we go.
Yeah.
5 laps, got a good workout, ready to fight Propeller Knight.
First try, PogChamp.
Alright, oh, we have BreadPan and Clockwork now.
Yeah, BreadPan's showing why Clockwork is dangerous. He's already at half health, and he hasn't gotten near the checkpoint yet. Moomoo went for the fast cycle, he got it.
Yeah. BreadPan not... taking a little shimmy. Deciding to get the checkpoint in the end, good idea.
He did not grab health though, so he must be confident in this quick kill. Looking good so far.
BreadPan with
perfect
death to heal back after taking a ton of damage right after getting a dinner plate.
Moo got the perfect kill. Alright, so in Dream 2, we mentioned that you can do a catch on Shield Knight when she's at the top. It's also possible in Dream 3, but I think there's more RNG involved, and it's a little harder. BreadPan not going for the health. Oh, Pogo's off the dagger. Oh god! Yeah, MooMoo's not going for fast Dream 3, but yeah, the dagger coming out of nowhere to get BreadPan like that. Is Tolu watching? This must be his doing.
That was the scariest blink of my life. I just blink, I see BreadPan in a pit, and I just hear, oh god! Welcome to Clockwork. Yeah, things happen really quickly in this game. It is a clockwork tower. Time doesn't mess around. Oh no.
Oh. Clockwork is probably the worst stage of low percent. Alright, MooMoo's coming into Tower 1. This is going to combine a lot of elements of the previous stages. You know, it's a lot like a Wily stage. Rat not cooperating! MooMoo's falling! No!
Yeah, Moo is trying to lure the rat kind of to the right in order to bounce off of it to do that screen instead of going, oh my god, BreadPan, just land on a platform.
Oh, BreadPan finally through the room.
Yeah.
And then going into the auto-scroller at 2.5 health, which is doable, but gets a little scary. There we go, Rat cooperates. Moo, you should kill them all.
Almost.
Finn would understand. Alright, this part of the stage should be pretty smooth for Moo. This Crusher section, there's not a lot to it. You're making specific cycles, they're slow, and you can't speed it up too much. BreadPan, the Silver Duck Knight, trying to mess with him, but he gets through. Watch for the cogs, though. Alright, checkpoint.
Checkpoint, and didn't take damage while fighting him, so can try to take a dinner plate, but falls. There we go. Just use the shovel on the ladder.
Does Moo free the music sheet? He did.
No.
Okay.
That's banned.
You can free him, just don't take him.
Oh, free him. Okay.
Yeah, free them to live their own lives.
There was a discussion around the time I joined this community about how there were low percent runs that grabbed the music sheet, and if you grab a music sheet, that's not exactly low percent.
Yeah, it does actually add to percentage. Don't grab him. You can free him, don't grab him.
Yeah, there's also a music sheet later that people like to grab as a joke that we can't do anymore. BreadPan dying in the auto-scroller.
Good thing he grabbed the checkpoint, but that's rough. Clockwork Tower is hard.
Absolutely. Can't just grab it.
Alright, Moo's almost to the end of Tower 1. There's not a lot to get him at this point, except for the very last room, where what could be more fun than darkness and platforms and fake platforms? Let's throw in another Jawa, how about that? He's taking it safe, he's just gonna kill it and then move on. Which brings us to Black Knight. So that stunlock you saw in Plains, you can do it again here, but it's quite a bit harder to pull off. The timing's tight. But here's a little trick I figured out. Don't watch Shovel when you're doing this. Watch Black Knight. Watch his position.
My trick to this stun lock is just be Moo, because Moo's just gonna nail it right there.
Of course he is.
Yeah, and gonna move on to Tower 2, which is the Ascent. After entering this door, it's good that the stun lock keeps Black Knight at the right of the screen, because at the end of the fight, your character is gonna have to walk to the right of the screen.
Yeah. BreadPan not having much trouble with Tinker 1, so I think he should have this in the bag. I like female Tinker's hair.
Yeah, Moo's dead.
Ugh. That jump is, sometimes it can get you. Tower 2 is another tricky stage. It's not quite as bad as Clockwork, but it's got bits that are gonna frustrate any runner. Oddly, that spike water room isn't usually one of them. But coming up here, yeah, you have to take this upper path. There's no way to... Ooh! Rats!
As Moo said in chat, because he's in chat for some reason, rats suck. Rats really suck.
Ah! Oh my god, I am becoming Moo. Yeah. Anyways, this is one of those frustrating rooms, because those rats are just trying to mess up your life. This is not the hardest room in this stage. And yeah, Mario Maker room here, with all the slimes and the fires, it's not the hardest either. Although, Moo should definitely heal at this point.
Is it this checkpoint room?
You're gonna need it!
Yeah.
Because we got rainbow statues, again, and you know, a whole lot of pit there. Would be a shame if something happened and Shovel fell in. And oh, look at that! Jawas are back!
Oh, my favorite. Look at that.
And
okay. Kill
kill this thing! Kill it! Okay.
Oh god, Moo.
No, he spawned the other. What is he?
You're really into this.
That's a scary room.
It is scary. Moo got through it, which is good. BreadPan.
Yeah.
BreadPan.
Oh god, what is it? What is... God, what? Get up there. Get.
Okay, BreadPan just over. BreadPan, stop knocking it twice.
I'm sorry, BreadPan. I think I'm broken.
BreadPan's drunk.
That Rainbow Barf statue is a lot harder than it looks. Ah, dang it! The projectiles. BreadPan is not mental. There's a rhyme to his reason. It's just, this is a very hard stage. Everything in World 3 on is hard. Oh god, my head. Laughing too much. Carrot, carrot, carrot. Wow, Moo, did you not get enough vegetables?
I'll take the carrots if you don't want them.
Vegetables are good for you. Alright, boss rush. You're gonna fight all 8 knights back to back here. Some of the kills will be a little bit different. The king kill, for example, changes because there's no ceiling to hit, so pogoing is not as useful. Propeller also changes because he can't break the floor with cannonballs, so he will always do 3 sets of lunges. which means by the time he's finished, bam, he's out.
As it turns out, removing Propeller's ability to break the floor removes like 80% of the threat from the Propeller fight.
Yeah.
Also, Polar Knight is always going to be one of the first 3 knights in the boss rush because spikes.
Yeah, Yacht Club Games in their Infinite Mercy decided they didn't want you to get all the way to the end of boss rush and then die to instant death spikes. So Polar is in the first 3.
Yeah.
Now that said, there are still some things to watch out for in boss rush. Like, apart from some of the kills changing, you sometimes want to preserve that dinner plate so that you can recharge in the middle of a fight. Usually not too much of an issue except for harder fights like Plague or Treasure. Moo is actually looking like not the best boss pattern. Because the other thing to be aware of is the mole kill tends to put you on the right side of the screen, and you usually want to be near the center when starting. So mole can mess up your positioning. And then the other bit is that Plague and Treasure are the 2 hardest, and you usually don't want them back to back.
I don't like MooMoo's health right now. I know we're in Tinker 2, but if we're not careful, we could see a death from MooMoo.
I think MooMoo knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, if he gets Treasure next, he'll heal immediately, because Treasure deals a full heart. But anyone else, probably... Okay, that's actually good luck at this point.
Yeah.
The way you do Mole is going to have you basically heal over the course of the fight, like that.
Yeah, and then Mole has to do Plague and Treasure as the last 2.
So, hope for Plague... No. That was bad luck for MooMoo. He was right on Treasure's position, which caused him to move over, delaying the start of the fight.
Yeah. That's a thing that can happen a lot in Plague of Shadows, because there's a little extra cutscene where you get knocked to Treasure's position. So if you get Treasure first during Plague, you have to wait for that cutscene. And the world record holder for that, Flatterby, gets really annoyed with that sometimes. And it is annoying to have to wait for that extra cutscene.
Looking like an okay Plague fight. Like, I mean, it could be a lot faster, but, you know, Plague is random and painful, and it's kind of bad luck to have him right at the end like this. So, you know, just take a no-death fight like that.
Yeah. And so that's it for the boss rush. Now it's just the end of the game coming up. All the rats dead for BreadPan, nice. Saving King Knight. The others aren't important.
So, this is the final tower. There's... Oh, BreadPan's taking the safe Crusher cycle. I don't blame him for that. Anyways, Tower 3, sometimes we call it Tower of Hera. You can see why.
Yeah.
And it's a little more dangerous than it looks. MooMoo actually taking the damage boost strat. It's faster, but like, if you're not confident in your Enchantress kill, then you don't really want to go into it with less than full health. BreadPan taking a death on purpose to refill health.
That took me a second. I looked at it and I was just like dumbfounded, and I was like, oh, health.
Yeah, like, for newer runners, if you take a checkpoint and you're not at full health, don't be afraid to kill yourself to refresh it. I don't condone suicide. Alright, does MooMoo go for the pogo strat? 7 health is an awful lot of health to be doing that. I think he's gonna just get free damage. Yeah.
Oh, that was scary looking. Yeah, the Enchantress here is the final boss.
Do you remember what MooMoo's PB is?
5143.
Be somewhat close. He might be able to get sub 51. I don't know. Oh, BreadPan taking a look. Oh.
Well, we'll have to see how Moo does with the Remnant of Fate here in the last phase.
Right, so, right hand. That means stay on the right side to dodge more easily. Shield Knight's going to be on the other side based on her patterns, which is a little bad luck.
Yeah. In this fight... Alright, cool. So Moo gets enough damage to
proc those...
And that's it.
Yeah. Proc those slam attacks. 50-59, that's sub 51. I think that's a PB for him.
That is a really good time, yeah.
Wait, did BreadPan die right before getting the checkpoint? Oh my god.
I think so.
Tower 1's pretty hard too. GG to Moo. Yeah, sub 51. According to the leaderboard, that's gonna be a PB for him.
Yep.
I gotta get on my game.
I don't play this game.
Oh boy, BreadPan's trying to take the upper route in that room, which... It's really hard to make that jump, but if you do make it, you end up with an easier room.
There we go. Now BreadPan heading to the last part of the stage before the fight.
Yeah, I hope he knows this darkness. Whoa. Pogo twice off that skeleton? That's kind of scary. BreadPan looks okay for now. He just has to pass the Jawa. Health, of course. And safe strat. That's good. Alright, next question. Can BreadPan pull off the kill? Like, BreadPan actually runs challenge mode, so I think it's within his capability, although if he whips it like that, nah, it's not gonna work. He might be able to reestablish it. Dude, almost.
Yeah, I have a bit of problem with that, but now it's just in normal parts of the fight.
Oof, almost. Yeah.
Does the fight, though. So, beating the boss is at least an accomplishment.
And he doesn't even have the Walk of Shame.
Yeah.
So again, Tower 2, Ascent. Starting with Descending. Don't mind the name, folks.
That's the ending. That's the bad ending.
That never happened.
Yeah.
That was some other shovel person. Okay, rats. So, whoa, BreadPan's going for the fast cycle in that room. Normally, you can wait for the elevator to come from top and then get in there. And oof, but it's hard to get in there.
Another death from BreadPan, but don't worry because we have Moo with us. For real this time.
Wait for the elevator, BreadPan. You know, Mario Maker Room's such trouble. I think Diesel found a setup strat for that room, but I honestly don't remember what it is.
My setup is going into the level editor. I'm doing it.
Thank you.
That sounds like a good strat.
Also, again, hi Moo.
Hello, hello.
Congratulations. Was this a PB? First off?
Ugh, this was a PB? This is so gross.
Was it?
Yeah, like
okay.
40 seconds,
I wasn't sure if
I died
sure if
to
Enchantress was
Enchantress.
up to date.
I died to Remnant of Fate on my last run that was a PB, which I didn't upload because it was like a 10-second PB because of that.
Okay. Well, it was a pretty good run. From my perspective of someone who doesn't really watch a lot of Shovel of Hope.
My run was okay until like Flying Machine, and then everything just went south. Like I did laps. This rat betrayed me. In fact, every single slime and rat was paid by BreadPan to betray me.
Yeah.
Or Speed Frog.
What was it? There was like 2 slimes that chased after me in Tower 2. One of them chased me into the pit to deal. Like he was like, "I'm gonna kill you. I see you have a full heart. What would be a shame if I just whittled you away down there?"
Yeah, and then that Tower 1 death when the rat did not go your way, and neither did the platform. But oh well, PB's a PB. Congratulations, Moo, on your victory.
Thanks. I get to keep playing this awful category.
I honestly think this category is kind of chill.
It kind of is. The things that I don't like, what I like about this category is that you get to execute, you know, basics to get through the game. You don't have to worry about breaking checkpoints or, you know, saving money, getting equipment. So it's very simple in approach. But what sucks is like every mistake costs you way more time. Like it's an exponential increase compared to most of the any % categories.
BreadPan, what are you doing?
What's he doing?
Well, Tower 2 auto scroller.
Is he struggling with the auto scroller like I did?
A little bit.
Well, Moo, speaking of playing more of this category, the next person you get to race is either Wes Beardtooth or David.
Why, that's me!
That is you! So how do you feel against going up against one of those two?
Well, I'm gonna tell them both, watch the back of your neck and be ready for this chopping.
Oh my.
Bring it!
Them's fighting words. David, you have to beat Wes Beardtooth first in order to even fight Moo.
True.
Can you contend with the Beard Lord?
Well, I tell you what, my beard's not nearly as magnificent.
Well, you don't need a beard. All you need is a shovel.
To my
That's
knowledge,
true.
To my knowledge, Wes isn't David though, so David does have that going in favor of him.
Oh, get wrecked. Yeah, for you viewers who are interested in seeing who Moomoo's gonna be racing, Wes and I are actually racing tonight at 10 o'clock Eastern.
All right.
Yeah.
So you don't have to wait long to see who's next.
Yeah, only 6.5 hours. BreadPan getting
Ooh,
the
BreadPan
same
didn't
side
get
on
the
the
coin
flip
flip for Spectre
not even
again.
being on the right side.
Well, I appreciate y'all for having me, but I'm gonna step out early. Good luck to BreadPan. BreadPan was a great opponent. Honestly, BreadPan really surprises me literally every single time. Whenever he picks up a category in this game, he's not bad. Like, he's really not a bad player. He has a reputation for like having very unfortunate things happen to him, but he's not a bad player at all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, see ya.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely watch BreadPan sometime. Like, this is not his usual category. He normally runs Plague Knight any percent. And he's actually number 2 on the leaderboard there. He's very good at it.
Yeah. This is just a giant change in what to expect from a run like this. Also, like, some of the deaths that happened to BreadPan were just absolutely stupid.
Again, unfortunate things happen.
Welcome to Shovel Hope, where you give up your hope to the shovel.
Getting in position for Plague Knight. No. Oh, but she's gonna jump all the way to the right. I don't think that's what he wanted.
Plague right.
Did you just dad joke me?
I mean, it didn't have to be a dad joke, did it? It was just a joke I thought of. I'm not a...
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Alright, looks like BreadPan is almost through the boss rush.
Just
Did he-
needs to fight Mole Knight, which we've expressed how not difficult that is to do.
Does he save anyone? I'm surprised.
Yeah!
He
No!
saves.
No!
Almost.
Mole Knight's my favorite!
Would he have saved her if you hadn't said anything? I don't know. But again, BreadPan is pretty impressive. Like, I think he had a whole lot of stuff he was running this weekend.
Hey.
Spectre Challenge Mode, Kart Fighter, Shovel Low Percent, and I saw him practicing Plague a few days ago. I'm not sure how he's juggling all that. Oh, Moo letting us know when King Knight's going to be released.
Yeah, that's the thing. MooMoo's had a timer on his stream of when King Knight's gonna happen.
I see you there in chat, BreadPan. I can't see BreadPan going for the optimal Enchantress kill. I mean, Moo didn't, but that's just because the dice didn't cooperate. There's a... what? So there's an optimal kill where after Enchantress does her dives, you can actually dive under the stage and pogo her to death. Yo, some Spectre of Torment on the left side. Moo is the world record holder for several Spectre of Torment categories. What? Oh boy.
Welcome to Shovel Knight.
You know, I don't go for the pogo under the stage. It's the fastest, but it's very risky. Almost. He almost had it. One hit. Connects just once more. That's certainly enough damage to do it. And he got it. First try. Just want to remind you viewers that this category is a lot harder than our runners have made it look. And yes, BreadPan's had a lot of unfortunate stuff happen to him, but like this is still pretty fast. Like the achievement for speedrunning is an hour and a half, and he's well ahead of that. Wow, that was close. He's going for the 2-cycle on the Rem. Ah! He died. So Moo did a thing when he was fighting Remnant where he did enough damage to make her slam down, and he 3-cycled her. But a 2-cycle is possible, though very tight. Not
There
quite this time. GG.
That's it for BreadPan finishing 107.16. A really unfortunate run between all that's happened.
Yeah, that's nowhere near his best, but this is what happens in Shovel Low Percent. The GG. Unfortunately, or maybe fortunately, depending on your point of view, BreadPan is now eliminated from the tournament.
Yeah, kind of a shame to see someone like BreadPan already gone so quickly, but again, Shovel of Hope is brutal.
And this is a particularly cutthroat tournament. We had maybe 15 people sign up, and like pretty much almost everyone in the top 10 is like really, really good. I mean,
yeah,
I think we had like S Diesel even being eliminated without a win, and like Diesel's pretty good at this game. This is a cutthroat tournament. I really appreciate having BreadPan here.
But yeah, I don't know if we're gonna see BreadPan in here with us, so yeah, I think that's it for us, really. It was a lot of fun watching and commentating this race. I definitely recommend following the runners. In fact, Moo, as we can see, Moo's still streaming right now, so if you want to watch Spectre of Torment, Moo's basically the best at that.
He's Mr. Spooky.
Yeah. So, yeah, do you have anything else you want to say?
I got nothing.
Alright, well, If you're not gonna say it, I guess I'm David now. I'm David. Goodbye. I'm still laughing about the doing laps thing.
Oh.
Alright, I'm gonna head out now. Have a good day.
Have a good David.